Dr. Sako is not going to destroy this interim government. I got a message for him, sir. You have done some good work over the 3 years or so that you presided over until this moment. You will either resign honorably, and be respected, earn your respect as one of Ambazonia's presidents, or you will be ejected in a very, very aggressive manner, ladies and gentlemen. That is a message I sent to the president. Again, you want to keep your honor and your integrity. That is assuming you have one, because a lot of allegations out there that we're going to be getting into it in the days ahead. But you want to earn some honor and respect as former president of Ambazonia. So you would have to honorably step down so you can still have some respect for yourself out there. But for you Ambazonians, I would like to assure you, the overwhelming majority of you have spoken and you have made it very, very clear. Sako has to go. Sako must go. He will not split the interim government. The only way Sako would stay, take me very seriously, the only way he would stay, ladies and gentlemen, is if he stands for elections and wins. Nobody is stopping him. Nobody wants to prevent him for standing elections. If he stands elections and win, ladies and gentlemen, he has a legitimate mandate. But saying that he will not stand for elections, I don't know what examples we want to set here. We are running away for a country that denied us good leaders, a country that told us only Paul Biya was good for all of us. And Paul Biya has been there for 40 years. 40 years we were told he is the best thing that happened to La République du Cameroon. And so if he goes, if you vote him down, if you eject him, the country will go down the drain. And so he sat there, and cronies and hand clappers, they kept him there. We are seeing the same thing about repeating itself in this interim government of Ambazonia that we thought is going to be a model in Central Africa. I feel very, very ashamed of this interim government, and I mean it today, because I don't know how the world will be looking at us. A man we voted into office doesn't want to stand elections. He's running away from elections. So let me ask, why do you call it a government, Dr. Sako? Why do you call it a government if you can't stand elections? Why do you call it a government if you can't listen to the Restoration Council? He chooses to keep Aringwa to his own vice president. I am believing that in the days ahead, we are going to find out what exactly exists between Aringwa and Dr. Sako, to the extent that there are financial allegations being reported against her, upon which we are hoping that the audit committee will delve into this and bring out those financial improprieties. Yet, the president chooses to fire his own vice president to Aringwa. The president chooses to pick a fight against the Restoration Council to Aringwa. The president chooses to pick a fight against the chairman of the Restoration Council to Aringwa. The president chooses to split the government, ladies and gentlemen. The president chooses to split the government. Again, what he has done is essentially a split of the interim government, because I think if Dr. Sako was someone who respects institutions, he would be quiet and listen to what the Restoration Council. The Restoration Council is essentially the overseer, ladies and gentlemen, of this structure called the interim government. But instead of following protocol and procedure laid out by the Restoration Council, he is following his own agenda.
My country people, them. Today, is number 12th day for January 2022, and when I don't listen to Chris Anu, the so-called communication minister for the pastor's internet government under Sako Ikome. Now, make una first of all understand today, so now the people in this, where they complain about the Cameroon government. Now the people in this, where they want, make una think say incompetence and corruption exist inside Cameroon government. Make una just let that irony make it sink in. So before una want even understand the full picture, go back for 2018-19. Go understand say it is so. Sako Ikome, it be take over from Ayuk Tabe time where they catch he lock and for Konenki. Ayuk Tabe, it be dissolve the so-called IG and then sack Sako Ikome. Sako Ikome, it deny it for be sacked. So as a result, Ayuk Tabe be forced for create ye own splinter IG. Now they don't split. Now within the pastor's internet government, the pigs, you get Sako Chris Anu, the day for the Iringwa, and the rest. Now, the Sako now, it don't sack Chris Anu too, it deny it for be sacked. Just like how Ayuk Tabe be sack Sako, Sako deny it for be sacked. Jesus, the comedy. Okay, so now Sako, it don't deny it for listen to the so-called Restoration Council, and Sako, it don't sack the so-called Vice President. It also sack Chris Anu. Vice President, it denied for be sacked. Chris Anu too, it denied for be sacked. So as it stands, within the pastors or now the pigs, the pastors' internet government, they get now a faction where they don't divide themselves. Now they get another. They be even more divided just within that IGU, because within the Amazona terrorism comedy where they happen for Facebook, you get multiple other factions. Them are they only talk now for one faction. Make una understand that one
again by appointing another vice president today. He again goes against the institution that is the Restoration Council. I am looking forward to the days ahead to see the action that the Restoration Council is going to take. And we are also going to see who votes, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Ate, the new vice president of Sako's faction of the interim government. Again, that is what he has essentially done. That is what he has essentially done, splitting the interim government, ladies and gentlemen, because I know, I have seen, I received messages, I received the calls, I hear, I read what is going on out there. Ladies and gentlemen, what he has done today is essentially a split of the interim government.